I want to introduce you to Angela McKevly, who's joining us this morning, who's a foster parent. Angela, how are you?
I'm fine, thanks.
Good to have you on the program. The Children's Aid Society has dedicated the month of February to foster families. And we're going to meet a few foster parents and foster families this week, I believe, over the next little while. They wanted you to come in because, like, you're the poster adult, I think, for foster parenting around here, hey?
Well, I don't know about poster, but certainly it's been a great experience for me.
Right, right. You have been fostering children for 15 plus years now?
15 years, yes.
Yeah. What first got you into it?
Just my love of kids and wanting to do something in my community that I believed in. And as I approached retirement, that was sort of my game plan to get into fostering, and I approached CAS to do it.
Right. You have three grown children?
I do. I have
right.
3 biological daughters.
Yeah, and you just wanted to keep parenting. You enjoyed it that much.
I enjoyed it that much. They brought a lot of joy into my life, and
Yeah.
it's something I wanted to keep doing.
You had the full cooperation of your husband as well, right? He was interested in doing this too.
I did. We talked it over and decided that it was something we'd like to try.
Is it something you need both people in on, full steam ahead?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you're not in on it together, if there's any cracks in your marriage, they're going to widen. You
No
have
doubt.
to be doing this together.
So, since that time, you've fostered over 80 children?
I think about 80 children, yes.
You've even adopted one full time.
I did, yes. He came to me at 12 years old.
Right.
And after 4 years, we decided that
You would adopt him.
we should make it permanent.
Does he still live with you now?
Yes, he does. He's
Yeah.
22. He's going to college.
Right.
He's doing really well.
Why him? Why did you decide you were going to adopt him?
Because once he'd been there for 4 years, we felt like it was a permanent relationship, and it should stay that way.
Because it's not usually that long?
No, not usually.
Right.
And the other part of it was that there was no way we wanted to see him at 18 going out on his own. It's what happens to the kids if they don't have a family.
Right.
Then we want him to have a family.
Right, right. How do you, what's the toughest part of this? I mean, is it the saying goodbye to these kids after a while?
Absolutely, yes. When they leave, you feel some grief. You have to take a little space and time to get over that loss.
I suppose then you have to understand at the same time what you're doing, what your function is
those
here.
Those kids belong to someone else
right.
who loves them too, and you're only temporarily their parent.
Right, and you know that going in, and you
yes,
have to accept that, right?
Yes, you know it going in, yes.
Yeah. And the kids that you've fostered, I guess, are from all, you know, different circumstances along the way?
Definitely. I've fostered children from newborn to 18 years old, and they come from all different experiences in their own lives. So it's quite an eye-opener for me in terms of learning about life.
Yeah. What's your responsibility? What are the outlines of your responsibility when it comes to being a foster parent? What are you told by the Children's Aid Society, and what do you feel is your responsibility?
Well, probably one of the first things is understanding the privacy of the people that come into my home. I sign a document that says that I won't share, anything personal about those families.
Their circumstances
yes.
and so on, yeah.
And then I got a lot of training, because despite my parenting experience, the fostering is way different when
There's
you're
something
looking
different about it, yeah.
Yes, there is. So training helped a lot.
Are you there to, like, if the kids want to open up about their experiences, about their problems, about the things they're going through, you're there for that?
Yes, I am,
in
and
case
they
they
may,
want to?
if they want to. Lots of times, children keep everything about their families a secret. This is their personal thing.
Right.
And
so you don't pry?
I absolutely do not pry. If they
Where
want
so
to
it's
talk.
different than that's a big difference when it's your own kids, right?
Well, I've learned a lot that I wish now that I might have known when I was parenting
Really?
my own children. Yes, I have.
Yeah, well, you live and you learn when it comes to parenting.
The more you do it, the more
right?
you learn. Yes,
yeah.
right.
Is it something you're going to continue to do?
Absolutely. As long as I'm in good health, I'd like to continue.
And, I know there's maybe people out there watching today who are considering this, who think it's a great idea.
Yeah.
What should they know going in, so they can enjoy the experience that much more, or turn away from it if it's not for them?
Well, I think it's to have an awareness that when children come into your home, they can't just adapt and be what you expect them to be.
Right.
They come, they're people, and when they come into your home, you have to get to know them and accept them. And if you can accept them, then the experience is much better, because they do come with some baggage, and they do need a lot of understanding and patience.
Yeah.
And some of the experiences will be totally easy, and others are going to be a big challenge.
Some were difficult.
And the most challenge presented to me was by the boy I adopted, and I
And you kept
never
him.
regretted it.
You ended up keeping him.
He's the most interesting.
Is that right?
Yeah, he's a great kid.
They all have their stories, eh? And they all have their
stories.
situations
Yes.
that they've come from. So you're there to just get them through some
You're a
stuff, right?
support for the whole family during the time that they're in care, and your hope is that the families can be reunited. That's the best thing for the kids.
Well, I think what you do is absolutely admirable, and I want to congratulate you on just taking that challenge and going with it. You and your husband, there, you know, that's fantastic.
I've never regretted it. We
No.
haven't looked back.
Isn't that something else, eh? Wow. Angela McKevly, thanks so much for coming in to see us today.
No problem.
And, you know, think about that, folks. Children's Aid Society, this is celebrating foster families this month here in this area, and I think it's a good thing to do, no question about that.